picked this game up. I've been pretty
Why
hyped
stay
for it,
versatile
actually.
when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon Colony.
So, it'll be fun. Crimes against the colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay. Next. I was just like,
Ah, a blunt force trauma specialist. I might have a job for you. If you wanted to steal from the rich, you've come to the right colony.
okay. I'm not gonna read all this out to y'all because y'all gonna be here forever. So I'm just read it real quick. Oh, so I was like a bartender. Fuck bureaucrats. I don't wanna be that. I'll just be a cashier, you know. What I am already. Electrician. Ooh, a shock damage. Farmer dirt. N-ray. Nuclear ray. Yeah. It's probably yeah. Like gamma guns.
Next.
Yeah, cashier.
Good. I might require you to push a few buttons.
I'm gonna go with it. Nah. It didn't change much. Oh my god. Alright. Nah. Dude. Yeah.
Next.
Man, this dude is trying to get my hair right, bro. Oh yeah. Gotta go through them all though. Dreads. I'm gonna get myself a bun, yeah. Yep. Alright, yeah, I know which one.
Next.
Alright. Yep. Okay. Sorry guys. Trying to take too long on this. But it's character creator, so oops.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Ba-da-boom. Okay. Why is this guy my light brick?
Shit.
Like seriously. If he starts drinking, I'm done.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid.
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow
1500
colonists.
Flurbos.
I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Okay. Oh my god. None of his buttons work. None of this dude's buttons work, man.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land.
Where do I land?
Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, that sounds like a delightful landing.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
See me, thank goodness.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Those unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
So y'all just supposed to die. Got it?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired, right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Wait.
Yes, nailed it that time.
didn't your gun just misfire and shoot you in the fucking side? I don't want to use this thing. I don't trust it. How do I equip the saber? I want the saber. Okay. How do I switch weapons?
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the...
Does look like the like a power or something. Oh, that's... Oh, man. Oh, there's not like... Okay. Oh shit, really? Any better?
Smell some.
Alright, another... Oh. That dude exploded. I hit him in the face. I like this thing.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Okay.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators.
Those
Call
dang
on that
landing
rung leech.
violators.
Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's
my
Choice
showtime.
landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he?
Eh,
Shouldn't have done that.
Should've
Spacer's
went
Choice
more
family
time.
ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted
Cost-efficient
brand in
fury.
personal defense. I just, you know,
I'm thinking about
need a
it.
couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
I stretch your legs, girl.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Yeah, fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Salvage. Look at those legs.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Damn, you know it's bad when the ship is telling you they...
Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Cool. I don't appreciate...
I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks.
Wait,
Preparing
what?
to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4,
No,
3,
my bad. Don't
2,
do that.
1.
Shit.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
She got me. She got
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne.
He dead.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
He dead. Your captain's a red smear.
I understand.
Escape pod.
I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I'm cool with that. Call me whatever you got to.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
So what if that dude's name wasn't Hawthorne?
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Ah, bet. Thanks for the sub.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
You're gonna be having fun, though.
I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
I got it. She looks annoyed.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all.
Hawthorne.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Wow. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well. have to check that out. I'm not trying to check that out right now, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, try to get that figured out. Actually, I can do that real quick. Like, super quick. Alright. Any better? Alright, I turned it up a little bit. Any better? Bet. Oh, I wasn't trying to do that. Okay. Hold on, there's probably some stuff though, like. Nah, they don't. Alright. Okay. Let's go outside.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
What pay? What? You take down payments in wonton vibe? No, I'm not gonna try to be a dick. I go with the good guy route, you know? Like, I help everyone. Just a nice guy. But on the down low, I'm stealing everything. Yeah, I keep it neutral.
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our Marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater.
I'm down.
Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, my power regulator thing went out, so I gotta get a new one. That's why it's illegally parked. Yeah, exactly, the helpful thief. Like, dude, I was playing Fallout New Vegas. I brought my PS3 out, and like waiting for this game, I was so hyped. And yeah, it was terrible because I was doing like everything good, so I should have had like really good karma and the karma system on there, but no matter what I did, it would always read neutral. Because like, I'd help them out, but while I was helping them out, I'd steal everything they owned almost, like that had value, or would be useful. Hey, sir. resist my murderful tendencies. You know? But I do playthroughs where I'm just like evil. But first playthrough is always the good playthroughs. Then I'll do some evil stuff later on, after the first play. What is this?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Places.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
Ah, thanks, friend.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium?
I was in
Ain't
space,
safe out here. You'd
and
best
I
head
fall
into
from
town.
space
Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Yeah, I just picked this up, actually. I'm just gonna get everything figured out.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Yeah, thanks.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Fancy title for a grave digger.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
Oh no.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
Oh great.
Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
I just woke up. Oh yeah, they always are.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Oh yeah, they're dead.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I'm going after that guy first. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most... You'll find him in town. All except...
Okay.
Yeah? You could look at it that way, but you... Every now and again...
Oh man. I already said first playthrough is my good playthrough, okay? Then I'll kill it. While listening to Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Okay. How can we tell if we're hidden? What is this? Why is it all lit up? Oh. Why can't I look at it to steal it? Okay, whatever. Got a shovel. What is this? Death pills. Fancy word for crack. It's like those ones you get at the convenience store, little pills. Oh man, so many people get those at my store, and I'm like, those even work, bro. I have no picks. Could have done something cool with the lockpick system on here, but cause I'm a kindly fellow. For real. Two-hour energy brew, huh? Let me steal that. Okay. Can I steal that? Oh, it's empty. I don't need that. There's just shovels everywhere. Stealing everything. What the hell is that? What? Oh, did I get caught? I didn't do it. Okay, I knew it had durability. Well, why can't I repair it? How do you repair it? I should have paid attention. Okay. Now, where am I supposed to go again? Into town. Yep. Now steal everything. Okay. Can't repair anything from like. Alright. I can do that. I can handle that. Cool with that. Let me put my gun away.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Okay. My bad. This is the first guy, right?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Dude. Yeah, I've always wanted to. And I'm glad I'm actually doing it. PlayStation 4 made it so much easier. Because you know, like, my main struggle back then was like, I'm broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Whoa.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything. Much obliged.
Thing I could steal? Yeah, okay. Oh. Scientist. Purple berry fizzy tea. What the fuck? Is all this really necessary, bro? Bye-bye. Oh. Chef, receptionist, shot himself. I guess I'm pulling this dude's teeth out.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility. Alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits. You know about Eugene? How?
Well, I mean, first, don't leave your freaking notes right wide open in the back room. Let me go.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Hey, can you, like, look the other way real quick? It's raining.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this with less the grease monkey. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Of course not. I don't. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wit.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
Oh, yeah,
I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old Botanical. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can... I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The Botanical Labs are not... No, I do not imagine that the people living in the Botanical Labs. They're... Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the Botanical Lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are... We belong to one community. The Spacer's Choice...
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
She can do a lot more than guide.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's roll. Oh shit. What? Are you serious? No. No. Nah, you can't be serious. You're lying. You're lying. You gotta be lying, dude. Nah. Vader is Luke's father. No. Oh my god. You just ruined everything. Let's go.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just...
Nah, you
Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse.
Someone to keep me busy.
I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
But yeah, whenever I have a chance, I'll be good.
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you got him... That's what my dad...
Gotcha.
Vending machine. Oh boy. Oh, I don't. So what do those do? Okay, cool. Huh. How many bits do I have? Oh, barely.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? And Ms. Holcomb as well.
Just tagging along.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison.
But what?
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission.
depriving them of safety from the Marauders. I can see Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Not if you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, my retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have... It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name... I just want to keep the writing out of layman's.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar, law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Oh, is they?
Eugene wasn't family.
Oh, is he then?
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Oh.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, in other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
What the fuck?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his paper... I'm just glad to put this whole ugly...
What you telling people to... that dude to remove his teeth? Oh man. Y'all people got something.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got him.
Almost lost a finger
Yes,
in a
Mr.
cannery
Thompson.
today.
I'm fine, Mr. Thompson.
Nothing I can do about
Never
that.
been healthier.
Oh, this dude's gonna shoot the place up.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Oh, good.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own... You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Hey, you're hale and healthy and awesome. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful. I need you to break. I'll do what I can. I tried medicating myself with adrenotide. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine. More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. You will not find any... I have... So... Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment. I know that. Reed would have wrote me...
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been... How do I put this gently? I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright. Here's a summary. Lot of sick... Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red... Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law. That's all I can ask of you.
Well,
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
oh, is this a sick house? I'm assuming so.
Open fire!
I'm a quick reader. Like, by the time they get like that.
Time to collect a fine bounty! Put him down!
What did he do to you? Little guy?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your right. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this... The war! The coming... I'm talking about mechanical soldiers. Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sends me... Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the... When the swarms of I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly. Some... Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose... They have... The scout... Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. Go on.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right?
Been keeping him curb. Best.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I get... Oh.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Yeah?
Wow.
Ambidextrous. Does that make you ambidextrous? Oh, you know what I picked up. Ollie, talks free. Oh my god. Really? God, that's so cheesy.
Get ready. Got him off.
Where the hell did I get a grenade launcher? I'm not even gonna complain or ask any questions. I have a grenade launcher. I'm fine with that. Changes weapons damage type to shock, huh?
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Here we go! Woo! We made it!
People sick, understaffed on top of that. Yeah. It's been a blast. Life's confusing. Damage is serious, pretty serious, what's the word? Pretty serious offense. I don't want to fight one of those. Do I fight one of those? I don't want to fight one of those. Mantisaur. Fuck that.
team.
Try to get some sleep, maybe. Probably not. Probably